Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we return with round 6 of season 10 of the F1 22 My Team career mode. Yes, we return today to the duel in the Formula 1 crown. Of course, if you missed out on the last video from Miami, would highly recommend going back and checking it out. But tonight, we are here in the Monaco Principality. This is the one they all want to win. Of course, I'm known as Mr. Monaco on F1 22. Still yet to win this race on this game. So maybe, I mean, this is our last chance to do it this weekend. So fingers crossed today can be the day. But 100% race, 78 laps here around Monaco. This is going to be the toughest of all tests. Here we are, though. Qualifying day here from the Monaco Grand Prix. We know we have got the pace. We have done it before around this venue, but it's just about getting that one lap hooked up. Will we see Charles Leclerc improve as well? He has been the real competition so far in qualifying. But hopefully we can try and improve once again. We're going to be looking at 109s here, because I've got to avoid the understeer, which I have done for the first time all weekend. It feels like half the cars on this qualifying are red, because we've obviously got both of our cars, both Ferraris, and Richard for sure. So whenever I look at the mini-map, I've got no idea where anyone is, but this lap so far has felt okay. Get that car over the curbs. Down the one gear, or thread the needle through to back. That's what you love to see. Right, no. Tiny bit of damage, that's fine though. Only got 2 more corners to go. Trying to navigate it through. I'll rub up against the wall as well through Loadcell at the final corner. What will the first time be on the board then? This is going to be the benchmark that we've got to chase on the second run. It's a 109.1. The track is getting quicker and quicker there. Perez and Lawson have come alive as well. And we are fastest at the end of the first runs. We will take it. Put 6k on me coming P1. Well, we've done it in the... half a second? You having a giggle? Charles Leclerc's bottled it massively. Lawson's... how have we done that? Right, well, everyone out then for the final runs here in Monaco qualifying then. Saturday is often the most exciting day here, and hopefully we are going to try and make it even better. Half a second up at the moment, but there's a lot of AI that haven't had fair representatives. 2 miles around this circuit, and it's gone immediately. Damn! Thank Lord we got that first run in. At the final corner, I think that is going to be... is that Leclerc? Well, whoever it is has not improved. Williams up over the line. They won't get into the top 5. Alpine, Lawson stays P3. I mean, everyone else just finishing off their runs at the moment. We're basically staring at the mini-map. I think that's Leclerc heading through the Loadcell now. Well, Oscar Piastri up over the line, won't go inside the top 5. Leclerc will only go P3 then. So it is going to be myself and Sergio Perez on the front row, ready for the Monaco Grand Prix. I have Charles Leclerc'd it. I did mess up, well, I got the first lap in and then messed up the second one. But we are on pole here at Monaco. Mr. Monaco, he does it again. Celebratory donut for style points as well. We are on pole, I think, for like the 3rd or 4th time on this game. Well, there we go then. It is pole here for the Monaco Grand Prix, but I can't help but feel like that one was a little bit of a hollow victory on Saturday. No one else, I mean, pretty much every other car had gone quicker early on in the weekend, so I don't quite know how that one's happened, but we are on pole by half a second here. Perez is going to be a big rival. I've got to try and defend that lead down in towards turn 1. Let's do this thing.
A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word. That's how Mr. Monaco, the late great Graham Hill, once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco Grand Prix. The astonishing Circuit de Monaco is, for all intents and purposes, the virtually unchanged since its inaugural race back in 1929. The faster cars of today ensure the 19 corners past the casino and along the seafront remain as thrilling as ever. A 2.1-mile lap here takes us around an entire country, yet never more than inches from the race-ending barriers. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Mr. Monaco lines up on pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Leclerc, Liam Lawson, Esteban Ocon and Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Norris, Richard Verschoor and Alex Albon, Drugovich, Théo Pourchaire, Daniel Ticktum and Yuri Vips, Bottas, Joe, Enzo Fittipaldi and Jehan Daruvala, Schwartzman, Mick Schumacher, Latifi and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box. Ant, it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the run down into turn one, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Well, here we are then, the biggest race of the year, and most likely the most boring as well. It's the Monaco Grand Prix. I have no idea what that is for a strategy choice by the team, but we're not going with it. We're going to try soft mediums, surely. Surely that's going to be the way this works. It reckons it is slightly slower than soft hards, but it reckons that is quicker. 94 laps as well, of fuel as well, apparently, for this one. And I haven't even selected the right strategy that I wanted. Why you'd start from hards here, I don't quite know, unless you're planning on just going all day and praying on a safety car, but not from pole position. But this 78 laps, this is going to be the toughest test. Perez is on hards. We've got a chance in towards turn one here, chat. We have a chance to defend this. Anyway, let's do this thing. Monaco Grand Prix time, baby. 78 laps here. Every time Matt spins, you have to drink. That is not a good idea. Come on, we've got to get a good start. 5 red lights. Try and defend from Perez. Oh, we've got a good start. Clean getaway. We'll box Leclerc in as well. And it is a clean getaway because I've held the lead at turn 1. Leclerc looks like he's immediately going to try and get around Checo as well then. So we are not going to have an easy run early on in this race. But we've done it. Off the start here in Monaco, we have kept hold of the lead then. Looks like Lawson was able to keep Esteban Ocon at bay there. Nope, there we go. Ocon trying to get around the outside up through Casino Square. As we head then up through Mirabeau in towards the hairpin lap 1. That is the dream start for us. Yellow flags, of course, out here. The Constantina and up is awful. But I think, like I said, I've taken 2 or 3 poles around this venue. But we have never led, come the end of lap 1 still, around the Principality. We've still got 77.5 more laps to go. But that is the dream start that I always needed around this venue. Look at that, we're already starting to build up a little bit of a gap from Charlie Boy. But, I mean, we've got the lead. We can afford just to take a bit of time, just to ease in to this Grand Prix there. Just don't want to take too many big risks as we nudge the wall slightly. Just got to try and make sure we get the tyres up and we don't push too hard too early. Because this is still one of the only tracks on F122 that you suffer with bad tyre wear. Temperature even with a maxed out car. But we lead at the end of lap 1 here of the Monaco Grand Prix. Sergio Perez already over 2 seconds back, so surely Charlie and I are going to be looking to extend the stint and maybe even come out ahead of Checo by the time we're ready for pit stops. That is quite a tall order though. But you can see already Lawson as well struggling. The field already separating out quite a lot. So we go again, purple through sector 1. It is going to be a long old race. 78 laps here. It's an assault on the mind as another fastest lap. There is never a chance to breathe around Monaco. Surely, I mean, if you're Audi in real life here and you've got a 1-2 at the start of the Monaco Grand Prix, Surely you're just telling both drivers, I mean, Leclerc, don't apply pressure to him. Charles Leclerc's already got Monaco wins in this series. He doesn't need another one. I am the one that does. How did he get a decent start? Nobody knows. Anyway, coming towards the end, though, of lap 3, you can just see, I mean, you always feel like you're pushing this track towards the limits, but just trying to make sure that Leclerc's out of the DRS range. Would rather he's not getting free time if I could avoid it, but yeah, looks like we've got him out of the DRS. Will this be another fastest lap? 12.5. So we're immediately putting the pressure on our teammate then early on. It's sort of a game of tug and war between, you know, I might go fastest and then Leclerc might go. Anything you can do, I can do better. He, of course, has won on these streets in this game. I am still waiting. I really am in this game, actually. I am my team's version of Charles Leclerc. Come on, Matt, I'm relying on you. That's never a good sign. 12.3, though. Another fast lap of the day. We are really sort of bringing it to Charles Leclerc here. Why have you overfueled the car? Because we'll burn through a load of that fuel as the race goes on. If you do the race simulation runs, which I noticed no one reminded me in practice, you then can, like if you do the race sim runs in 100% races, it massively underestimates how much fuel you need. We see these at the beginning of F1 23. Welcome on in, Scania. Thank you for the kind words, mate. So the plan is, when F1 23 releases, I'm going to be doing a similar to this on Twitch, which will be a Williams Road to Glory series. But my team will go back to being a YouTube exclusive for a little while, just because, of course, I'll need to pre-record content. There we go. Charles into the pit lane. So where is he going to re-emerge then in this Grand Prix? He's definitely going to be a little bit further down the order, but he's not going to be too far back. We could actually be very, very close to Checo in this Grand Prix. Oh, he's going to come down. So he's gone hards as well then. So he's come out... Oh, he's actually come out quite a way back. So that is interesting then. But of course, we've got to now be really, really careful that our tyres don't start falling off. So we've got to make sure that we don't drop now, you know, down towards like the high 13s or something like that. Otherwise, that'll be the moment to pit. But of course, Leclerc going on to hards bodes well for us later on, of course, if we can extend those mediums. But we've still got 60 laps to go this afternoon, so that would still in itself be a tall order. Yeah, so the tyres are starting to feel a bit worse, but of course there's fuel burn and everything. Not looking too bad. Lando Norris is staying out there on his softs as well. So it really was only Leclerc that's gone for a really early pit stop then. I mean, look at that mini-map. Oh, Perez in? Excuse me? Sergio Perez has gone mediums. Surely, that's a good sign for us then. So we might be able to come out ahead of Lawson. See Leclerc there, only 6 seconds back behind the Alpine. But Perez in, so he's going, I'm guessing, mediums to the end, or maybe on a 2-stop. But we now might have a really good opportunity here. Yeah, the gap's pretty much staying level now to Lawson, though, behind. I think now we've got a box. Box. Oh, don't get done for speeding. I think we might hopefully still be out in the lead then of this race. That's the goal there. But we survived the start. That, of course, is the other important thing. Here comes Lawson then. Will he lead the Monaco Grand Prix in his very first attempt? Hopefully the team aren't changing the wing or doing anything daft. I reckon we've done it. Look at this. Out of the pit lane we go. We might still be battling Lawson on exit. Got to be very, very careful off of the pit lane. But we have re-emerged then in the lead of the Monaco Grand Prix. We've got to get some heat into the tyres, but that has worked out much better than I thought. So really then, you only lose about 19 seconds from a stop. And we don't know how far Lawson's going to try and go in this race, but Charles Leclerc, 6 seconds back. So it'll feel fine on fresh tyres, and luckily, of course, it will give us, you know, we can run through this set as the grip obviously fades still. So Lawson into the pit lane then. So what are the AI doing on the hard compound tyres here? Piastri in as well, so suddenly that breathing room I was hoping to have from Charles Leclerc might well vaporise, but 6 seconds ahead of our teammate then. Audi still with a 1-2 in this GP, but the AI, yeah, really go for some weird strategies. Drogovic now is on soft, so every single tyre compound is currently in use here. They're actually taking on real driver feedback again, which is good. We've got to go get another fastest lap. For you, Anfield Pro, maybe. At the final corner though, up towards the line. There we go, an 11.4. That one's for you, Anfield Pro. That one's for you, Blake. he going to do it there? There we go. A sensible move by Kevin Magnussen. I mean, there's still every opportunity he's going to dive bomb me down here, but first lap car of the day then navigated. Still got a lot more to go. Keep at it. Let's hopefully Latifi's going to move out of the way somewhere sensible. Yes, he just about is. Is he going to dive bomb me? I almost lock up just in anticipation. Yep, still shows the nose. He's so bad. Oh, yellow flags. First car with issues of the day. Looks to be a Ferrari. Is that Lando Norris going slowly? I think it might be. Ferrari have not had perfect reliability this year. It's definitely got issues. Is that going to potentially bring out a safety car at half distance? Opening half of this Grand Prix has flown by. But are we going to see... Yep, Pierre Gasly out of the Monaco Grand Prix, but it looks like he's been able to stop it in a safe location. So I don't think we're going to get a safety car. Yep, there he is. So I missed my braking point trying to spot where he was. Gasly, our first retirement of the day. Wow. Definitely starting to get... Whoa, that's what I meant about a little bit ragged. Oh, just... Get the mediums, get the mediums. There we go, that's fine. Oh, probably going to re-emerge behind Charles there. That was not wise. Just overheated the tyres ever so slightly. Oh, please say they're changing the wing. I think they are. Yeah, we're definitely going to be out behind Charlie, though. Yeah, little mistake there, but it's not the end of the world yet. Can't get the new wing on. Bottle 212 is still here. He hasn't disappeared entirely. Right, as long as we come out ahead of Perez, though, that's probably got to be the goal at the moment. Whoa! That's scary. Oh, we're going to be out behind Checo, though. 3 seconds. Oh, yeah, it's because the glitch pit lane exit, isn't it? Yeah, Mark, I get it. Yeah, if you ever run wide on pit exit then, of course, and then try and take the rest of the pit exit is normal. Game doesn't like it, but I think a penalty there is frustrating but probably fair. Now we have absolutely got our work cut out. And I need to try and find a way around Perez, which is not going to be easy because I'm running maximum downforce. Just to be able to get a run though out here. Come on. Come on. We're definitely close. We're close enough to go for a send, absolutely. We've got to go for it. Oh, there we go. Checo locks up as well. He'll hop over the curbs. And we'll make it through. Back into P2 then immediately. That is critical in this race. So now let's just calm it down again. Leclerc's got a 5-second lead, but he is on harder all the tyres. You just got to slowly rock up to the back of our teammate then. That is critical there. Perez has still left me with a lifeline in this race. Do a similar move to what we did on Checo, but I just want to be a bit closer on Charles, just in case he doesn't lock up. I mean, look at the grip we've got, though, all over his gearbox. As we head into the tunnel, are we going to be able to get to the inside? We're going to look for it to the inside of Charles Leclerc for the lead. No, locked up. Locked up. We'll give it back. We absolutely had the run, but just could not get it slowed down in time. Panicked a bit on the brakes. But that is definitely doable. Right, come on then. Attempt 2 on Charles. Hello. Oh, I mean, that's not great. But he'd open the door for me. Still try and have a look around the outside if we can. It's become a little bit touring car-esque, but are we going to be able to complete the move this time around, side by side, for about 4 corners then? I mean, he definitely lifted out going down into the hairpin. He opened up the inside, and surely now we're going to be back into the lead of the Grand Prix there. Just squeeze him out, and we are through. Back into the lead of the Monaco Grand Prix with 30 laps to go. I mean, now, yeah, really, it just turns to trying to tick the laps down, to be honest. So there's a long old gap up to the car in front. When more rally content on the rally channel, I would love to know. I do still enjoy rally, I just don't really get any time to do it. And I'm really bad at it. Come on then, Kevin Magnussen. 6 laps to go. Jump out of the way. Thank you. But we've got an 18-second lead over Charlie Boy. So we are really now winding these laps down. Might have a couple more lap cars to navigate before the end, but I tell you what, in that one hiccup midway through the race, we've never really looked back today. Everything else has pretty much fallen into place perfectly. He says there's suddenly a nice little chunk of wheel spin. Final lap then of the Monaco Grand Prix. And I tell you what, I do not win the easy ones on F1 22. I only seem to win the crazy races. I mean, I've said that with 1 lap to go. It could all still go catastrophically wrong, but 78 laps here. I honestly came into this not really expecting any chance of survival, but we took pole on Saturday. Fantastic lap, put me half second clear of the field. We got a bit lucky with Checo Perez starting on the hard compound tyres alongside me, and then really from there Charles Leclerc was going to be our only threat, but a botched strategy by him this afternoon. I mean, he's already won the Monaco Grand Prix a couple of times on this game, so I don't feel too bad in that regard. But rounding through, like I said, I think this is either our 3rd or 4th pole around this venue, but I've been known as Mr. Monaco since day 1 of F1 22. This was always going to be our last opportunity to win on these famous streets inside this game. It's definitely a tricky game in terms of the hand-in model as well, so I am going to take it as we round our way through the final few corners there. A little bit of wheel spin as well. I do not want to risk anything, to be completely honest. Through the final couple of corners, through Larascas and Anthony Nogues, we join an extensive list of famous names. We are finally a Grand Prix winner here at Monaco.
Absolutely awesome. Just amazing, Dave. Well done.
It wasn't always plain sailing today, but it was a very important win nonetheless. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
The faces on our top 3 look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all. So let's review the updated driver standings. Charles Leclerc, currently leading the championship standings, extends his lead even further with this result. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
I think for driver of the day, I'd probably pick Lando Norris. He lived up to every inch of his reputation today, and I think he'll be going home, quite rightly, a bit proud of himself.
Let's move on to the constructors. The current leaders continue to extend their lead at the top. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Well, there we go then. I mean, no surprise there. The Mustafa thinks cats are better. Of course he's wrong. But we've done it. We have won, finally, the Monaco Grand Prix on F1 22. They're 11 seconds clear after my penalty. A second. We got fastest lap by as well. That is absolutely insane there as well. Charles Leclerc P2 ahead of Perez and Liam Lawson. When is Lawson going to get his first win of the board? Surely that'll happen before the end of the season there. Ocon ahead of Norris, Piastri, Albon gets some good points for Williams ahead of Drugovich and Zhou Guanyu there. But that means championship-wise, we should leap back forward then, straight back up into P3 then, 33 back behind Charles Leclerc. We definitely needed that result this weekend. 5 points behind Sergio Perez there as Lawson, the consistency king, still up in P4. Ocon ahead of Lando Norris, Bottas and Mick Schumacher, and Oscar Piastri now jumps up inside the top 10 ahead of Pierre Gasly, who has just had a nightmare start to this final campaign. Albon, first point of the year for him, means now he's level once more with Yuri Vips. Schwartzman relegated down to 17th there, and now just Latifi and those Aston Martins yet to score. Constructors-wise, though, we open up the gap again at the top. Obviously a 1-2 for us, perfect weekend for the team. So 45 points now the gap over Red Bull, and 64 ahead of Alpine. But thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed as well, and we will be back very, very soon when Formula 1 returns, ready, I think, for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. That one is going to be good. None of these videos would be possible without the help of our channel members, so a massive thank you to all of the names you see on your screens currently for helping support the channel. You can join them by clicking the join button down below, and yeah, thank you once again to everyone that continues all the insane support on my work.